Stats had a little bit, but the fact that
Oh,
he
we
can.
back again.
Oh, we're back. Okay,
Sorry. Sorry. I didn't expect it to come out that fast. My bad.
that was fast.
We're live. We
We,
got some behind the scenes conversations.
yeah. But we
Still
only,
talking ball.
yeah, we was talking ball.
There you
Sorry,
go.
guys. I don't know who's back. You're probably still kind of pouring in.
Dexter, if I could ask you a quick question,
Yes,
what
sir.
is your opinion on the matchup between facing the Bucks in the first round or the Pistons in the first round, which it's kind of been whittled down to one of those two? Do you have a preference? Is there an advantage you think that we win better in one series than the other?
I mean, I think the Knicks have the Bucks number.
That's a
You
fact.
see evident how they played them. A Dame or no Dame, to be honest.
It
I
don't
think they
matter.
have their number. I'm thinking, like, as I say that, I'm like, the Bucks feel like it should be the better matchup. I just sometimes always get scared about a player like Giannis in the series, although I don't think Giannis and dudes will get it done against the Knicks. Um, I'm just not scared of the Pistons like some people are.
I,
I like the Pistons. I think they've had a great season, 44 wins. They had 14 wins. It was 14 wins last year, and they have 44 wins this year. Salute to JB Bickerstaff. I like the culture they're building there. Salute to them, and everything there. I just think that what the Pistons haven't faced is, and I think this goes again. Look, am I personally bothered by the dunk at the end of the game? That stuff doesn't bother me. You want to win. Somebody wants to do something. The same thing with Trae Young rolling the dice. Didn't care. You got to win the game, whatever. But what I would like of the Knicks is you keep that in the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, oh, they dunked. Okay, when you come to the Garden, game one, it's going to be a whole vibe. And those young dudes on the Pistons, they've never felt that before. Okay, if you've been in the Garden for a game one when this team is good and the crowd is pumped, it is a different beast, people. It is a different beast.
yeah.
And
You,
they
you and how you don't know for any team what happens when they come into that environment. You have no idea what it is for that team.
That's,
So
yep.
I think that's huge for the Knicks. I think the Knicks have experience. I think they have a good leader. So I guess Lee, what I'm saying is, I know you talked about this at the top, not to just lean in on stats, right? And I'm not trying to do that. The eye test tells me from watching them play this season, the Bucks are the better matchup. But I don't think the Pistons are a bad matchup for the Knicks. And I'm a believer on this. If you are who you believe you are as a top three team in the East, you take care of business against your opponent in the first round, right? You take care of business. Don't play with your food. I think that's the key for the Knicks against the Pistons. Don't play with your food. Don't give that team any hope. That's going to be the key. Lee, you talked about how it's a potential sweep. I happen to agree with you on that. I think there's potential sweep factor. The people that say this could push them 7, I don't see it. I don't think the Knicks are going to let it happen. As I said, I think they've heard this talk. I think it's going to be bulletin board material for them, and I expect them to be very focused come Saturday or Sunday, next Saturday or Sunday, whenever they start
Yeah.
the playoff series. But so I'd lean Bucks, but I'm kind of like, bring on the Pistons. I want to see it, man.
the
It's
point
good.
the point you brought up about the lack of experience, I think, is the best point. The only two veterans they have in the roster that are shooters, not about Tobias. Oh, well, okay. Let's bring Tobias Harrison too. They have three of the most inconsistent playoffs shooters in the last 10
Mm-hmm.
years. Tobias Harris is probably the most inconsistent star in the playoffs, and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Mikael Beasley have both shot a team into a game win and
And
out of a
out.
game win.
Facts.
Especially Tim
Facts.
Hardaway in Dallas, who was completely out of the rotation by the finals on Dallas when they faced the Celtics. Wasn't even playing a single minute. So to me, it's like that's to our advantage. They have two of the most undependable shooters and one of the most undependable scorers as three of their top four options.
The one thing I'll say to that, Lee, and it's something you and Ebony were bringing up, and I agree with you both, but that's the reason why the Knicks got to let it fly against this team from
Talk about
downtown.
it.
This is already a team that you said only shoots 1.4 more attempted threes per game than the Knickerbockers. In this series, you want to see the Knicks get up some more threes. And particularly, we're talking about Mikal Bridges, and particularly, we're talking about Karl-Anthony Towns. They
Yep.
should have advantages to do it. I think we know OG will let it fly. You'd still like to see a little bit more from him. We know Brunson will get up about 5 or 6 a game. You got to get up these threes against this team and put pressure on it. Because I also say this too. I think if you do that and you advance to the second round, that's going to build good habits. So if you play the Celtics or the Cavaliers, teams where it's going to be a math game and you want to, win threes. That was a big difference in the game on Wednesday night. The Celtics shot 10% better from downtown. They got up threes. The Knicks out-rebounded them, but the Celtics shot 10% better from downtown. And among some other things, they also shot better from the line. That helped as well, too. So I just think good habits. The Knicks, listen, we're nitpicking. The Knicks are 5th in offense. They're a good offense, okay? You even saw tonight without Josh Hart, without the guys they had, they still are a good offense. And that's it. Josh Hart's another guy. If you're open, let it fly. We need to see you have that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I think fans want to see that like they saw in the Philadelphia series in the first round last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key for me. So yeah, I bring on the Pistons, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't listen. This is my favorite time of year. I love the first day of the playoffs. I cannot wait for the playoffs next weekend.
Yeah.
This is my favorite time of year as a basketball fan. So, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Jay clipped that. He cooked. He did.
Facts,
He really cooked on that one. That was a great monologue.
Hell yeah. Clip that up. Clip that up. All right, yo. Let's get to the other part of the show, the oohs and bras. I'm not gonna touch nothing on the computer because every time I touch it, it freezes up.
Your
So I'm
fault,
not gonna
Jay
shoot.
Ellis.
Sorry,
It's your
guys.
fault.
There's not gonna be no bras or gunshots or nothing. I'm just gonna imagine. All right. Ooh picks or best plays that you saw today or something you want to point out that you enjoy. Bruh picks or something stupid, dumb, idiotic that you want to point out. Say this is stupid, dumb, and idiotic. It can be basketball related. It could be something that happened today. It could be any of those things. So I don't know if any of you guys have any those ready. I know Dexter's like you can take your time to think.
The best thing I saw all day that I didn't think I'd see all day, just to repeat it again, is PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
and your boy Precious Achua playing 67 minutes. That's who would have thought that? Did anybody think they'd see that happen tonight?
No.
So that might be the best thing I saw all night.
There you go. Ooh, there we go for you guys.
Yeah, I gotta give the ooh pick to that Precious dunk and the bruh pick to Isaiah Stewart for being on another another highlight.
Oh,
without him.
the Precious. That's the Ubra. That's when it's a ooh for us and a bruh. Yeah, that's the rare Ubra.
Yeah, I had to give it to him because that was straight New York on New York crime. Crime rate definitely went up.
Yeah, that dunk
he
is vicious.
destroyed him and then pushed him off of him afterwards. Don't touch me.
I like that.
I like that.
I'm surprised he didn't want to fight there.
Me too. I was waiting for it.
He
I
know
thought he might
Precious
be
from
ready
the
to throw some
Bronx.
hands.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he already knew what time it was. He was like, nah.
Yeah. You must have got a call from Adam after that last fight. It's like, you chill out, brother. You going for the playoffs. Yeah.
Chill out. Yeah, that's it. That's the only ones I had really.
My pick is neither an ooh or a bruh. I don't really know where to categorize it except for like I guess a sigh is a Luka Doncic reaction to the tribute video at American Airlines Center last night. Was very moving. I'm not even a Mavs fan, but I live in Dallas, so I'm around. Most of my good friends are Mav fans, and they've been really severed. It's to some degree, I would say, traumatized by the unexpected trade of Luka Doncic. I don't think Miriam Adelson, Patrick Dumont, and Nico Harrison had any idea what Doncic mean to the city. The Mavs are a very unique team in that they've had like two cornerstones in the last 30, 35 years, Dirk and Luka, and it was a seamless transition. And now that has been severed upon new management, new ownership, and a whole new organization. It's really ripped the heart out of the city, and they're losing money. Tim McMahon, ESPN reported 9 figures in revenue. Season tickets are being refunded and returned and canceled for the ensuing season. And most of all, just a lot of apathy. It's already a town where like the Cowboys constantly let you down. Grateful I'm not a football fan, but now the Mavs are not even fun rooting for anymore. And it's not PJ Washington or Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively or even AD's fault. It's the fault of one man that was given too much power by probably the biggest villain in NBA history, Miriam Adelson. So I decided to write an article by she is the epitome of evil in the world and also in the NBA for the Guardian.
Is that the title?
It's that's a subhead. But
That is
yeah,
a
it's,
great.
it's
The
That is a great
epitome
title.
of evil.
That is a great
Yeah.
title.
Wow.
It's true. It's true. I don't think any one American. She was born in
Well,
Israel.
if you, Lee, I don't
She's-
mean to cut you off. If you do know stuff about her background and what she's about, Lee is not far off on that title. I'll
Oh
just leave
man,
it.
I mean, I've done a ton
Yeah.
of research. And so I finished it, submitted to the Guardian. It's probably going to post either tomorrow or early next week. I basically say, Jay, I hinted this a couple of days ago. I think she's one of the most evil people in the 21st century. She's funded genocide, bloodshed, and also rigged elections and controls are both Republican and Democrat, congressmen,
wow.
senators, governors. Through her means and ways and wealth. She's the eighth wealthiest woman in the entire world. She has massive money, and her money comes from gambling and debt and sin, and she has used that for even more sin and bloodshed and control. And she's turned our country into the stepchild of a foreign nation, and now they control our legislation, our free speech, our money, our taxes. It's despicable. And she owns a basketball team, which I find kind of ironic that a villain. Now we've always had the DeSarvers, the Sterlings, the Dolans. This is a whole new level of evil, and it made sense that she's a person who would own the team when Luka Doncic is ripped out of Dallas.
Sheesh.
Lee, you got to send me that when it goes up.
You bet,
Text,
bro.
text that to me. Yeah.
If I'm still alive.
My bro pick was just Tyler Hero, but I should
Is
have.
it my bro pick is just Tyler?
Oh man.
I mean, he might be the epitome of evil, but I don't know.
He is the Miami Heat.
Yeah, he's close.
Right.
It's close enough. He's on the Heat, so Pat Riley's the epitome of evil, and he plays for Pat Riley, so I guess by association. So, but that was my bro pick for the shooting the three instead of the game on the line instead of going in for the layup.
And it's bad, Jay, because old people can say now is this, this things are different. Things are different now in the NBA. I remember if you did that back when I played, you was sitting there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, very long time.
That's a fact. The game has changed. The game has changed.
We had a super chat earlier. Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
catch
Yes,
read
we
it.
did.
Oh, he put it back.
Shout out
Okay.
to Gamer Channel, who
Yeah.
he gives a $10 super chat every time Precious Achiuwa hits a three. He was donating like crazy at the beginning of the season, and then it's been a drought. But once again, he gets a super chat. He says, first game Knicks lost was when Precious Achiuwa made a three. He's keeping up with those stats.
Good stats.
Give Detroit credit. They buckled down on defense and got the W. We keep up the good work, KOT. Most real Knicks show. Appreciate you, Gaming
Hell
Channel,
yeah.
for the love and support and for the super chat. All right.
And Gamer Channel also he said that he would rather play Detroit because he feels it'll prepare us for the rest of the playoffs. Their matchup, their physicality, iron sharpens iron type of
That's a
vibe.
good
So
point.
I like
Yeah.
that mentality.
That's
I
a
do
good
too.
point.
That's how I feel too. I want that.
I feel like I probably just want to play Detroit just to shut people the hell up. Like I feel like it'll be an easier game versus the Bucks, but I just want to shut the people the hell up, and so we can just to prove a point. Really, that's what I'm at.
This game showed me so much, y'all. It showed me a lot. I'm telling you, I'm cool with playing Detroit. I am so cool with playing them.
Right, I feel you. All right. Well, let's shut it down. Let's shut it down right now. That's the show. Dexter, let them know who can find you.
Everybody can find me at D Henry TV. We got some good stuff coming up with New York Got Game. Another new episode this week on Monday. I'll let people know we will be doing basically live watch-alongs throughout the playoffs. We did our first one against the Celtics. That was good. I know some people were in the chat here. Definitely hopped in. Shout out to my guy Ron, still Knicks fans. He was in there. A couple other people. So we're doing live through the game and post game. Some of you guys are gonna have to hop on with me, JL, and watch the game. We're gonna have y'all on for the league. We're gonna have to have you on for some of these. I'm gonna be reaching out to the content creators to come on and watch with me and Brian. Yeah, even if you come kick it for a quarter or whatever. We're gonna have some different people coming and kick it with us. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to do it. So it's gonna be fun. I'm kind of just getting. Yeah, I never thought I'd get paid to just sit back and watch the Knicks game. I guess I do that, but not even really reporting, just actually sitting back and watching it. So I'm gonna enjoy that, man. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully not too stressed like some of y'all. I know some of y'all be stressed, man. I know. I already know.
I'm a quiet game watcher, to be honest.
Are you, Ebony? Are
Yes,
you
most
really?
of the time. I
You're
mean, like,
quiet?
yeah,
Oh, I'm
if
noisy.
I say
I yell, I scream, I jump.
I'm
like
loud as hell.
Yeah, I'm loud.
like not it's outbursts. Like I scare people because I could be
So you're not quiet.
No, no, no.
it's,
I see.
it's
I see what
majority
Ebony's
of the
saying.
game.
Ebony's like, I'm quiet, so when I do have outbursts, nobody expects that, and it's like, oh, what's going on? Right.
Yeah, they like you good.
Got you.
Got you. Okay. All right. That's what's up. So you definitely have to check out Dexter and watch those. Watch the watch alongs, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's definitely gonna be fun. Hey,
What happened?
I'm seeing Ian saying he wants to come on KOT. So about that. All right, cool. Gunshots. Wait, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. All right.
Don't get in trouble like John Morant.
Throw the grenade. Where my grenade? he got my ooh pick. I thought that was hilarious.
Man.
I thought that was
You see
hilarious.
Dirk and Taylor Rooks.
I saw that. Dirk and Taylor. I saw that.
Love Dirk.
Man. Oh man.
I loved it.
Dog.
So somebody put the picture. So I know we're ready to go. Somebody put the picture of Ja in the GTA menu with all the weapons. And it says how Ja picks his celebration.
That's good.
That's really good. Yeah. All right, yo, Ebony. Let them know where they can find you, Ebony.
You can find me here after every post game. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok at Mad Nick Fan. I have a pregame show called Your Take Knicks, a space on Twitter before every Nick game. And for the W season, we do post game spaces after every Liberty game for Bowling with the Queens.
Let's go. All right. Lee, let them know where they can find you.
Instead of dropping that, I want to give Dexter one more thanks for always being a friend of a channel, and he's now allowed all of us on the channel to have a guest spot on his show.
Man.
That's right.
It is really special and really significant. And I also want to say, especially during Women's History Month, you had Ebony on. And that meant a lot to me because I've always been a huge advocate of my sister here. She's one of the smartest basketball minds I know. And with opportunities and DEI being eliminated, no matter how you feel about that, I think all of us can agree that it takes each other to look out for one another. And there's no better example of that than you. You have really made it your mission to look out for everyone that doesn't get a lot of opportunities elsewhere, but you've really done it specifically for this channel. Myself, Jay Ellis, Ryan, and now Ebony. And, Jay Ellis built this channel himself. The other three of us are contributing, but you've really gone out of your way to make us feel like that we deserve to be there for all that we've done, not just our tastes, our personalities, and our identities, but also our character and what we bring to the conversation. And so I just want to give you another shout out. I tried my best to make sure I give you your flowers every time we show, because the way you responded to my initial email, how you've paid it forward tenfold of anything we could have ever imagined. Having all of us on the show, not at once, but individually, and me multiple times. A huge thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you've really helped my career, Ebony's career, Ryan, Jay, and the exposure of KOT. We're fighting up with some big corporate conglomerates, in the knit spaces, and you have really leveled the playing field and allowed Jay and his brand to really have a voice out there. So much respect, much love, always.
I'm becoming better at appreciating flowers when they're given, man, and thank you. Because I'd be lying, and Lee and I, you and I have had this conversation. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't intentional. There's what I will say to this. I don't want to be too long-winded here, but there's a lot of spaces in media and different outlets where people are not intentional at all about who they're putting on and who they're bringing on, and a lot of times you see it's just the same men that look the same all the time. And it's crazy. You'll be some places, it's Women's History Month, and nobody's even thinking. I'm like, damn, for 1 month, could you even try to make an effort to amplify women's voices? I mean, it's good when we do this. It's good when we do this during Pride Month. It's good when we do this during Black History Month. It's good when we do it when Hispanic History Month. It's good when we do these things for everybody of good backgrounds and cultures, but especially those who are marginalized. And so that's something I'm always passionate about in journalism, in the space and content creation. So yeah, it's intentional, man. But I also want to say, as I say all the time, it's important when you see people do the good work. It's a testament to the good work that you guys do and put in, and it takes effort to do these post-game shows. I know this.
Yeah.
To be live and be informed and be entertaining and stick with your audience and engage with your audience, that is hard work. And it's also a testament to the people that support you guys, that are up here at 11:18 on a Thursday night and rocking with y'all. That's important. And I watch that and I see that. I think sometimes people maybe don't understand. It's like, look, man, I watch everybody on Twitter. I'm tapping into everybody's shows. You know what I mean? I'm watching. I'm seeing who's knowledgeable. I'm seeing who's also, sometimes there's some bullshit out there, right? Like you see it too. So, but I think people who are talented deserve opportunities to shine. And it's important that we hear different voices from different backgrounds, from different walks of life. Because me personally, I can only speak for myself. I personally do not like speaking to the same people all the time. Like, I like my people, like y'all are my people, and I like talking to you guys. But I think it's great when we could bring in different voices and different perspectives, whether it's whatever I do, the Knicks, the Mets, the Yankees, whatever I do. It's great when we do that. And I want to let people know, like, when Lee says this, Lee isn't saying this from like just because the cameras are on and we're live. Like, Lee texts me the stuff. He's texting me this over the years and really been like, thank you. And he said this privately, and he and I've had conversations. Same with JL. JL's texting me too. Whenever I hit him up and it's like, could you come on? And that's it. When I hit Ebony, it's like, Ebony, yo, it's time. Ebony's like, yo, what? I'm here. You know what I mean? And Ebony, I know I had so much fun with you when you came on the show, just like, all you guys when you came on the show. And I really I get joy of seeing what it means to other people. Like, that means a lot to me to see, like, I know for some people it's like, yo, this person wants me to come and talk hoops. And I'm like, yeah, because I think you're dope. And that's how it should be. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Amen.
Even though there's a lot of people, as Lee made a great point, there's a lot of people out here trying to stop things like that. And that's why I think it's very important that we support independent voices. I think it's very important that we support each other. I think it's very important that we support people of color that are doing good work, that are running good businesses, because there are people out there, unfortunately, trying to silence those voices. I'm not going to be part of that. So thank you, Lee. I appreciate you, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you was definitely my ooh pick. For doing that. Yes, you were for definitely inviting and giving women a platform on your platform. So it was
No, it was dope. I was dope. All the ladies that came through last month were great. So versatile. And we're gonna make it regular. And you guys, I'll let people know, like, Ebony, you're gonna see Ebony a lot more with me on the Talk Liberty this year. So that's gonna be evolving too. Ebony and I, like, we were talking about some Liberty stuff after we were done recording, and Ebony will be on me a bunch more to talk some Liberty hoops.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I was watching the show and the Liberty, I was like, oh, Ebony's about to get in this Liberty bag. I already know that's happening. I already knew what's happening.
It's already happening. Like, I think you'll see Ebony a lot on New York Got Game this summer. So I look forward to that, man, because it's gonna be good. Because Ebony and I, we had like a whole episode y'all didn't even see where we were just talking about the Liberty and what we think, what we thought they were gonna do this season. And it's crazy, Ebony, because that was before we knew about Benaja's injury. I'll have to text you about that. We'll have to talk about that.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and support Ebony on the spaces that she's doing with the Liberty, because that's another thing. I also want to say that I said this to Ebony when we were talking. There's still around the Liberty, and I know some of the guys out here that love the Knicks. Liberty is great basketball. I love the W. W is great basketball. Support the Liberty, but we also need to support more female content creators around the Liberty too. Even in the Knicks space is very limited with female content creators, so we need to amplify more women's voices that are really doing a great job in this space. So yeah, Ebony, salute to you too.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll talk off camera. But I'll talk off camera. Yeah, man, Dexter, you already know, man. You already know. I super freaking appreciate everything you've done for us, and I also appreciate Lee. I always give Lee his flowers too, because Lee is the guy who like really reaches out. I reach out sometimes, but like that's Lee's thing, and he's really good at it, and he's really passionate about it. So it's like it's kind of giving me like a joy to see that everybody on KOT has gotten like a chance to like do their thing. So it's been really what's the word? I've been really proud, or it's really like happy to see everybody kind of get their own little shot. So I appreciate you.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah.
That's That's the beauty. We're supposed to help each other. That's what we're put on this earth to do. It is not about one person. What good is your platform if you're not helping other people? I think it's a waste of time if it's self-serving if it's just for you. It's what good is your platform if you're doing that? Like, so
Exactly.
yeah.
Pay it forward.
Pay it
Pay
I
it forward.
appreciate it.
All right.
Half the people are trying to not let those opportunities happen. The other ones do it only as like a virtue signal to fill a corporate quota and doesn't feel authentic. And you're talking to someone that you can't relate to. You do it. If DEI was eliminated 100%, you would still be bringing on the people that you're bringing on. I love that about you. That you don't. The only reason you're doing it is you really care and you really respect the people you're bringing on. You think their voice deserves to be heard. And just it meant a lot to me that you had Ebony on. I think we were all rooting really hard for that because she's one of the best voices on Knicks Twitter, and she's elevated this channel not just in views but also in content and the type of conversations we have. Way more X's and O's, any more niche, and I've learned a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and
Appreciate you.
you guys together do a really good job of having that conversation, but being entertaining. Which again, I think is really I think people who maybe don't do content creation or make content. It's really hard to do, man.
Yeah,
like
both, yeah.
it takes chemistry, it takes liking the people you work with, it takes respecting that. Like it has to all. It's hard to get 3 to 4 people to make it work together. That is not easy. Like I don't think people understand. Like that's not easy.
That's not
right. And to make it entertaining and enjoyable. And so, I love checking in on you guys. And, when you guys are doing stuff, I think that's the thing, that's the one thing to say. It's like, I'm a fan too. Right. So that, I'm the people whose content I like, I check in and, and I will keep supporting them and keep elevating, man.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, last shout out to my guy Ron from Still Knicks fans, who's like one of the kings of just getting
my guy,
everybody in
Ron.
the community together. He just does that naturally, like breathing. So shout out to my guy Ron from Still Knicks fans.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. Good dude. Really, really good dude.
Yes.
All right, yo. That's the show. Thank you guys for watching. You can follow us at the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram, and the Nick of Time Show on Facebook as well. If you want to follow Dexter, Fritz has been putting all that in the chat. So I know
Appreciate you, Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz has been putting his Twitters and the YouTubes in the chat. So definitely scroll up, click those things. Also,
Right.
shout out to Gamer Channel, who he said he's doubling it up. He's like, every 3 that Precious hits in the playoffs, he's donating $20. That's what's up. Now, if he plays, that'd be one thing. So he might have
So basically,
So $0.
So basically, Gamers Channel is donating no money.
That's it. Now, if you're gonna donate every $20 every 3 Jalen Brunson hits,
Now we talking.
Yeah. Now, Precious might happen. I got a funny feeling we might be double bigging it a lot. So Precious might just happen. If we can't mention it, no.
Well, if Cat gets in foul trouble, yeah, you can see that.
Last little tidbit. Did y'all realize that Precious got taken out for PJ Tucker at the end of the game? There was PJ Tucker stretches the floor, hit that corner 3, and they put Precious right back on the bench. I'm just saying.
I know. He got benched for PJ.
He got benched for PJ because he hit the 3.
PJ had to crease his sneakers today.
Mm-hmm.
He had the creased kicks.
Yeah, I know. He can't even put him back in the box like he used to.
Oh man.
Crazy talk. All right, yo, that's the show. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna attempt to hit the button because it's closing. As always, hold up. Wait.
Don't mess it up.
As always,
shout out the Worldwide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
It's a mess out here in these Knicks streets. That's the show. We out this mug. Peace.
New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
Oh, Gaming Channel said $10 for each cat block. Okay.